Hi, I'm Danny Nedelko from Heavy Lungs, and these are my 5 staples of the Bristol music scene. So the first venue on our little tour of Bristol, the Exchange in Old Market. So many memories. Some I don't remember, but some I do. Opened in 2012, I believe. So that's what now, 7 years of great music, loads of great bands. Now they're also doing really good food, which they actually not used to do before, so you can always grab a bite to eat. I'm pretty sure the first time I've seen Idols must have been here. I've seen loads of great bands here. And recently, Specialist Subject Records moved in upstairs and opened a record shop, which is a great record label. They stock loads of DIY bands, some bigger bands, and a really nice record shop. Our second ever gig as Heavy Lungs was here in August, 2 years ago, but we played in the bar, cafe, and I was loud and sweaty. We also played a show here with Plain Views, which is like a supergroup between St. Pink's No Invasion and the rhythm section of Idols. That was a very raucous gig. One of the other amazing things about Exchange, because there's many independent venues around the UK, it was actually under threat of closure last year, but through a petition and community support, it remained open, and that's a beautiful thing, because it meant a lot to a lot of people, and to the scene in Bristol itself. Many great bands playing there. So coming up to the second venue on our mini tour, and it's Rough Trade. Relatively fresh in the scene, but a great venue and an amazing record shop. Opened in December 2017, just roughly, yeah, and what a year it's been. Great venue, great record shop. Let's check it out, shall we? Welcome to Rough Trade. We're here at the gig space at Rough Trade, Bristol. Just about a year old, but still already seen great shows. An amazing gig that me and George from the band went when it's just about open was Elder Island. Actually one of our favourite bands who are from Bristol. Yeah, they're incredible, check them out. Of course, Idols, Joe's Actor Assistant's show here was pretty insane. We played here twice for the record store day. That was a great show. I was nervous as well, because at the time we were one of the bigger capacities that we played as well, and of course home show. Then we played here for Psych Fest, now called Abstract Fest. In the summer, that was wild. That was the 2 really great gigs at Rough Trade. Up next, legendary, crucial venue to the scene, amazing sound, loads of memories. The Fleece. An amazing venue, a staple of Bristol music scene, one of the most important venues, which was also facing a threat of closure, but due to, I believe there's new legislation passed on, now all the venues are protected. It's one of the bigger venues on our tour of Bristol's music scene, so yeah, probably some bigger headliners that played a really good sound on best sounding venues. Seen a lot of amazing bands, including Ice Age. That was an incredible gig. And also the first time I've seen Protomata. Actually, Idol supported that. That was also really good. And for personal band history, I believe it was gig number 5, which is still so fresh. We actually got to open for Mets in here, which was so surreal after seeing them, being a massive fan. And the guys were just saying to us, we're excited to see you play, and being unbelievably nice. And it sounded amazing, sounded big. It was truly a surreal moment to play here, supporting one of our favourite bands. Hey, we're coming up here to actually my personal favourite, the Louisiana. A legendary place. Playing here is like a rite of passage. Tons of absolutely incredible bands play there. Yeah, but it's just also like the perfect size, and it's a family-run venue. You know, it's truly one of those independent venues. Loads of friends worked here before. Actually, Joe from Idols worked here before. I live around the corner as well, so now when there's a gig in Louisiana, I'm always keen. Here we are in the gig room of Louisiana, where I've seen some of the best shows I've ever seen in Bristol. Idols, me EP launch, a bunch of years back, completely sold out, and it was absolutely kicking off. Another personal favourite, Eureka Spacek. You know, the cliche term, the wall of sound, but that's exactly how it was. I'm just gonna say it was like an amazing wall of sound. The history of this place is incredible. How many incredible bands throughout the years played. It's also actually a pub downstairs as well, so it's a really nice location to have a drink. People who work are absolutely lovely. Yeah, I just think it's the perfect size. The stage is not too high, no matter what it is, it's intimate, but it still kind of feels big, and it's such an institution in Bristol. We had the pleasure of playing here for the first time in a sold-out, pardon the brag, hometown show of our tour. That show was probably one of the best ones on tour. Such an amazing place to end the tour in the favourite venue. Couldn't really ask for more. Well, unfortunately, we're reaching the final stop on our mini tour of Bristol, but now we're here at Frontman Records. One of the best record shops in Bristol, and a local for me. Pop down here all the time, live just down the road. Yeah, let's pop in and have a look what they got. Here we are in Frontman Records, an amazing record shop in Bedminster, Bristol, that opened in 2016. Independent, an amazing selection, local to more than half of the band. And yeah, they just always have an amazing selection of new releases, golden oldies. One of the best record shops I've been, not only in Bristol, but just in general. They do like loads of cool stuff, like gigs they did before. And not only that, they also recently just opened a pub right next door. They just play vinyl, nice people working there. And they're always really nice to, friendly to all of us when we come in. So, lives up to the name. So here we are at the end of our little journey, little tour of Bristol. Thank you so much for having me, BIMM. It was a pleasure to take you to my 5 favourite spots. Bristol is the best, and it's really dear to me. It's where I properly fell in love with music, met so many amazing creative people, and they introduced me to music and inspired me to pursue what I want to do. From Odessa to Bristol, man, great journey, glad to end up here. It's the best city ever. Inclusive community, people friendly, loads of great music, art, just a great spot. Come down, we'll show you a good time.